welcome to Vaught Hemingway Stadium in Oxford, Mississippi. Coaches like to say, play the next one on the schedule. This one carries a little more weight, a mid-season top 10 showdown. It's the USC Trojans and the Ole Miss Rebels. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Checking in with the Ole Miss head coach before the game. This is essential for both teams in the conference standings. While they have done well so far, they're both undefeated in league play. This will be the difference maker. Everybody having eyes on Indianapolis, the big game, has the lead in the league and can make a huge statement come December. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. The Rebels ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. Fielded in the end zone. It's Lockhart. That gamble did not pay off. Bring him down at the 12-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Running inside. It's Jordan. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the legendary John McKay would be proud of the execution of the running game and picking up the first down.
Yeah, the basic principles of the run game, right? The easy stuff, the boring stuff, not fancy, not loved. Everybody likes points and all that other, stuff that goes with it, but you got to get the good running game. USC doing a good job early.
Looking downfield, it's Mayava. Makes the catch. Maybe a crease. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man, he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
They'll run it on the counter. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Man, that's their third straight first down on 3 straight plays. So this offense in a groove, in a rhythm, doing what they want to do. This defense has to find something fast, man. Like, you can't keep giving up first down after first down. They got to find something to put a little bit of pressure on them and make them feel uncomfortable.
They're going to ride this running back. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are. Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Single back formation, and they give it to it. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19. The line. Trying play action. Quarterback on the move, still looking. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
The 7th play of this opening drive, they'll need to move the chains on 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. And he's tackled at the line of scrimmage, and the defense holds.
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on 4th down, but the consequences of that, now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you started the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back now.
The run inside. It's Lacy. Now they've got breathing room. Got 6 all the way out to the 20.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Might have a chance. Runs through a tackle. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
If you want to test the physicality of a defense, get the toss play going. Get the outside run game working, because those DBs are going to have to find ways to fight off blocks, and you're going to find out just how badly these little guys want to put their face in the fan.
Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on first down. Fires into traffic, picked off. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Man, I love night games because you have all day to get excited. Forcing the ball into coverage on the first pass attempt, creating the interception. Now this defense has set this offense up in a great position to get some early momentum.
Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Escapes the pressure going right. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback.
Bringing it back. Good pick up there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48. And the Rebels want to move quickly.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacy. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. Snagged out of the air. He was fighting and struggling his way, trying to get that first down. Instead, they'll be faced with 4th.
I love the third down defense. I love the defense understanding passing situation, dropping back, keeping everything in front of them, and then breaking on the football. In order to do this and be great on third down, you got to do one thing really well. You've got to come up and make that tackle, and that's exactly what he did.
I'm not sure this was ever a real decision. They'll go for it on 4th and inches. On the option.
Man, the option is so hard to stop, and so many bodies near the line of scrimmage on 4th and short. They run it, but just a good job by the quarterback finding space. He didn't need to pitch it. Takes it himself and gets just enough for the first down.
And the Rebels have this offense rolling. To the air on first down. Throwing right. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
And he steps out of bounds, and that's going to do it for the first quarter. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Running inside. It's Lacy. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again? So I think this offense will continue to stay aggressive like they were on the last 4th down.
It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. And he'll have to find the line and generate some power, a 46-yarder from the left. He got it. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. They're looking for any type of offense to try to get this thing going, down 3-0. Caught in the backfield, it's Jordan. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
And the Trojans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Gonna run it, it's Jordan. Got a little grass. Got enough for the first. Down inside the 35. Stopped him at the 34. And what an electrifying play.
And they got the ground game working. This dude has been over 100 yards last week and already now 2 weeks in a row. This ground game really feeling it, understanding who they are, what they are, pounding the football and having a lot of success.
They had this offense backed up. Now they have to be staggering. Can they deliver another punch on 1st and 10 from inside the 40? It'll be a gain of 6. Sets up 2nd and 4.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Caught by Williams on the right. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
We're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that 1st down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
keep it on the draw. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. The Trojans are in the hurry-up. They go right back to their man on 2nd and goal. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, USC! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1. 9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
With the catch, it's Alexander. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Play action does so many things. When you run the football and have success, it slows everybody down. Not just the linebackers and the safeties and make them come up, but the defensive line. They're thinking run as well, slows down the pass rush, gives me a little bit more time to develop routes and make it really easy on my quarterback.
Quickly to the tight end. Could not make his way to the corner.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Run inside. It's Lacey. There's a little room there. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
He might want another play. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's looking deep. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. Guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. Sacked at the 7. The Trojans use their 1st timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by USC. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. Now the toss. Touchdown, Rebels! Great job by the back on the option.
Really nice physical running that time. Nice push up front by the offensive line. Getting it in for the touchdown. They now take a 1-possession lead here with just a little bit of time left in the first half.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Back to throw, it's Mayava. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
You wonder if the pick earlier in the game is now affecting this quarterback, and not just his psyche, but also his fundamentals. He threw that ball off his back leg. You're not going to throw completions playing like that.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jordan. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Man, that is such great 3rd down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at, because he's probably going to get that 1st down, but nice timing. Sometimes guys get there just a little bit early, get the pass interference, but that was right on time to make the hit and dislodge that football.
Delivers the stiff arm. Found a lot of running room before he goes out of bounds, and what a way to build a little momentum. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Iron! Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. And it's a pick. No, he's out of bounds. Couldn't stay in bounds after catching the ball. It's simply an incomplete pass.
Well, he was trying to get his feet down. You saw a little toe tap action there, but ultimately it ends up being an incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
And this is great sudden change defense right now. Of course, this drive started with their backs against the wall. They've now forced 2 straight incompletions. If they can make one more big play here and avoid giving up a touchdown, man, that is a win.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
On 3rd and long, you know what's coming. That's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the 4th down.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. Absolutely center cut. The lead now 6 here in the 2nd.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. He's got great speed. Oh, what vision. Can they catch him? He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Southern Cal. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
And those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you could tell, takes it out, good blocking, give him a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No, 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 no. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
And the extra point puts them on top by 1. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Man, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. We begin with Georgia taking on the number 5 team, the Alabama Crimson Tide.
Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return.
And it's the Bulldogs, who finish off the victory to get to 4-1. They led this one at halftime. They held off a second-half comeback attempt. This group has to be feeling good. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human, keep getting hits on him. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
Now the play fake. Makes the catch. It's Alexander. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he can't grab the bullet pass on 3rd down.
And that's a picture-perfect start for this defense. To start the second half now, your team's got the lead. You get to stop right away, get the ball right back to your offense to try to expand this lead. Nice start to the second half.
The Rebels gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. Nestles it in at the 35. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll run the option. Quick toss. And that one will go and reverse the defense all over that pitch on the option.
Man, that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that round.
third and long. No secret what he needs here. It's caught downfield. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your play.
Makes a grab and room to run. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
One of the most difficult things about this slot receiver is his shiftiness and his athleticism. He's very, very difficult to tackle after the catch.
And the Trojans in a good spot here with second and short. Running inside, it's Jordan. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
That's why it's so important to have success on first and second down. They're running the ball on second down. You trust your O-line to get the job done. The running back does his. And now, with the positive play, you're setting up third and inches.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on third down. Finding some room. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The Trojans back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They go to the ground, fighting off the defender. Touchdown, Trojans! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They marched 58 yards for the touchdown on that one. And they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Rebels offense is back on the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And they tried to run that sweep out route. I like going to the wide side of the field, getting somebody the ball that can really, really run. Just got to block it up a little better. Give him a chance to at least get that edge, and then he might be able to do some more damage.
He's going to take off. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now 1 more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Man, what a great catch, but he needed to give him a chance to run with it after the grab.
Yeah, third down, you need more than that. Maybe the play needs to go a little bit further down the field, but you're right, a more accurate pass maybe gives him a chance to stay on his feet and try to get the first down.
So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. Trying to do it on the ground. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
You talk about setting the tone. Going for that in your own territory early in the game? Oof.
Well, let's decide, gutsy or crazy?
Both?
Wants to throw on first down. Got his man to the left. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a first down.
And, man, I want to see more of that. Like, I want to see more of this offense being aggressive, taking shots, shots on early downs. It doesn't have to be run, pass. Like, being a little bit more diverse. They've struggled today to find big plays. That's a big one there.
Got it behind the line. It's Cunningham. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it. The Rebels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Using his legs, it's Lacy. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. Just watching the clock drain away in this one, it's all but in the books. Let's take a look at the top 25, and this game might have an impact on these rankings next week. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. So we open the final period with a third down play. Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Third down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on fourth down. Wants to adjust the pattern. On fourth down, looking to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned.
And some people won't like that, but I like aggressiveness, and that's who they are as an offense, so it's okay to be aggressive. But I know one thing now. After that fourth down stop and you're trailing, I'm going to need my defense to be aggressive. It's going to be a big possession right here in the fourth quarter to get me the football back.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
To the air, it's Mayava. Got a man, it's Williams. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. The run inside. It's Jordan. He's not going to make it to the first down marker, but that looked like a clear face mask, and he might wind up with the first down anyway. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. They'll leave it with him. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock. And they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Caught by Williams on the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
And the Trojans will have it 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Throws to the tight end. Touchdown, Trojans! And they take it in for 6 more points. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up. But getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Makes a move. He's run out of bounds at the 41, and he was so close to breaking that return. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
But talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacy.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
They'll try to run for it. They got him on the ground. Great tackling by this D to stop him short of the first down marker.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically.
Caught, and he's got room. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Rebels in the hurry-up.
Oh, and I love that play call on 4th down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Yeah, I think that's nice discipline by this defense. Doing a good job playing inside out, using the sideline to their advantage, kind of stringing it out, not giving up yards. This is a really good job by the defense, playing fast and playing smartly.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. And the Rebels look to keep this drive humming.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
He just won't take a big hit. Slides off guys, makes moves. He's down to the 21.
And, man, I love his courage to run the football. And I think it's necessary for the team. Sometimes you got to do that. But, man, see the surroundings, right? Like, knowing guys are around you. He gets hit late at the end of that play, and he got decked. You do not want to take those shots throughout a game. They will add up, and sometimes it will affect your throwing. That's too big of a hit to be taken for this quarterback.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. It's complete to the right. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels. The Rebels surge back on top.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
And he puts through the extra point. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. And they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Oh, this defense wants to bring some pressure. Back to throw, it's Mayaba. Fires to the tight end. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Send the tight end in motion. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Penalties like that will just drive you nuts and ruin drives. Here comes 2nd and 14. The option look. Now the toss. There's some room. Got enough for the first. And he's knocked down, but not before he picks up enough for the first down. Ole Miss calls its second timeout. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Might as well give it to him again.
I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Ole Miss calls its third and final timeout. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. The give as they work on that clock. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
And that's exactly what you would expect from this offense. Listen, when you're in that 1 to 2 minute range and you got the football, you got a lead, it's smash mouth, it's keep that clock running, it's ground game. So interesting now on this third down what they do next, but we got to keep that clock moving.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Running inside, it's Jordan. Picks up the first down. He works his way past the first down marker, and that will put this one away.
This is a pretty easy situation for the offense right here, guys. We need one play. We need one run up front. O-line, we need you to come through for us and ice this game. They do a great job allowing that back to pick up the first.
Yeah, it's just physicality up front. The big boys creating some space because the defense knew what was going on. They have to get a stop here or this football game is over. A lot of guys near the line of scrimmage, they can't get it done, and it is over.
Takes the knee, and the perfect season is still alive. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better, who's going to make the playoff. Big feather in the cap, big day for them.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.